Cool. Straight in. If you have around £10,000 saved up, this video is for you. This video is for someone that's in that position where they've saved up a bit of money. They've been working for some time, and they're probably thinking, what do I do with it? What kind of needle do I have to move, or what vehicle do I get in to get to the next stage financially, practically? So if you have around £10,000 saved up, then this video is for you. And the first thing that I would say is start something. Start something. I mean, if you're not really entrepreneurial, then we'll get into that next. But I would assume, if you're watching this video, you want to make more money, you've definitely seen that space. I'd say start something. Imagine you had a passion for content, or you wanted to start streaming. Buy some streaming equipment, start streaming. Imagine you, wanted to do a detailed car washing business. Buy what's needed to start that car business. You needed to, you wanted to do ads and scale or Shopify and build a business, then get a laptop, Basically invest into whatever's needed for you to, push yourself to make more money. And that could be a million, that could be so many. I can't give the answer that is going to fit you. You would only know whatever comes to your mind whilst I say those things, what fits that category for you. But you have enough money saved up now, and you probably want to hoard it, and you probably get to a point. I remember when I got my first 10,000, to be honest, I didn't want to spend a penny. The first 10,000 I touched, it was like my account then hit zero in my head psychologically. It was like, I cannot spend money no more. Like I was at that stage where I was like, I hit 10. To be honest, it worked. I have never seen my account go under that, ever. It's like, it worked. But I just made sure that, once I got to £10,000, I remember literally just treating myself like I had £0. Like I had to literally wait until something else came in order for me to spend money again. I just never saw my account basically go under that number. And if the equipment's 1k, then get the 1k thing. All I'm saying is invest into something to start. That's the main principle of it. It's not spend it all, spend half, or the amount is irrelevant. Just invest some of that capital into starting something. As simple as that. I remember at that point I spent like £4,000 on the camera. I don't even know why I did it. It's not like I needed to, but it was just the principle of investing into what's creating you income, or what you want to create income for you. And look, now I still use it. This camera's made me way more than that. So this is a friend of mine. But I would definitely say that's the first thing. You need to find something to invest in. You need to find something that you want to put that money. You want to put that money to work, man. You want to find something that can help you now generate more money. That's simple knowledge. I hope you lot know that. And sometimes there's a lot of things I will say you know it. That is another thing. You will know these things, but it's me saying it and you hearing it again. That's very important. Because sometimes I've had to hear things twice or three times for me to really click it in and start actually going towards that. Plus, if you're trying to get any skill sets and do certain things like that, then make sure you check the link in the description to join the vote. Remember, I always say that is very beneficial for you, especially at the price. But invest into something, man, for sure. And especially if you was even going into business and Shopify or getting stock or whatever, you have enough money for that. And you're also at a stage where you have enough for ad spend as well. Like you actually have enough capital now to buy an audience. If you have a product that you're selling, and you have enough money to literally pay someone to set up your website, pay for stock, and pay for an audience, pay for ads, which can automatically generate you cash basically. So you have enough to start. I mean, it might take you a while to break profits, because you'd always have to kind of be reinvesting, but there will be a point in time where you'll be able to surf in profits, but it just doesn't happen automatically. But there's other fields where you can basically get into profit straight away, and that's why I say content is so good, because this has like the lowest capital to start, but the highest reward. Meaning someone has an iPhone and they can make content, and that's basically £1,000, but they can generate 100k very easily, just off what they can solely create just from that device in itself. So content is definitely one of those things where it has like the lowest capital start, but like one of the highest rewards, and that's why I love that. I do love that about content. I won't lie. But yeah, there's other routes as well. And let's get into it, because not everyone wants to start a business, and some people have £10,000 and they want it to do something for them. So that's where things like stocks come into it. That's where things like crypto come into it. Warren Buffett, prime example, someone that invested throughout all these years and accumulated a crazy amount of wealth. Long story short, you put £1 into something and over time it compounds. And with that money, it basically grows. And I'm not saying you can put £1 in today and tomorrow it will become £2. But you could put £1 in today and within 2 months it becomes £2. But it grows. When you leave that money in your bank account, if you have that £1 there, it does the opposite. It only goes down because of inflation. So you actually put in your money into something like stocks, which is safe, it grows. Am I a huge fan of it? Me personally, no. I can't lie. I do like risk adverse. I do like fast money. I do like, those dopamine spikes. Do I invest into it? Yeah, but do I put, if you gave me 100k, I'm definitely not putting no more than 20 into it. So that's what I'm saying. Someone like Warren Buffett, you give him 100k, he's probably putting 90 into it, or 70 into it, which is smart, because it's a guaranteed win. But take that as you will, innit? Long story short, stocks, great. Crypto, great. You also will have enough as well, if you have £10,000 to get into stuff like meme coins, a bit more volatile stuff. You'll be able to, put 1k aside to really go high risk with it. Meme coins is an overnight gem. If you get the right call out, the right people, you're in the right Telegram group chats, takes one call, you can 10x your money. I see it every day. Some of my closest friends are traders. I'm very fucking good at it. So I see that every single day. So that's another thing, that you now have that you're capable of jumping into that pool. Like, you are at that stage where you have enough capital now to start having a bit more fun. You could spare £300-400 and throw it into a meme coin, to see if you could 10x. Like, you can do that a few times. You can start to jump into those more volatile and more risk adverse, and you could do a lot more now. Your wings are expanded practically. So that's another thing that I would say. Or you could just keep it. You could just sit there with your 10,000 and enjoy seeing that 10,000 and not really be risk adverse, be on the safe side, and just keep stacking and slowly get up to 20, 30, 40, 50, 200. You could do that. Do I think you're going to get there quicker than the other type of people? No. But you will eventually get there, and that is obviously one of the safest routes, because it's in your bank, and that's what everyone's kind of used to doing. Well, the typical norm is they just save, innit? Most people don't really want to put money into crypto or stocks or start a business and do those type of things. They just want to keep their money there, and basically let it die, because it only gets less each year. But mentally, psychologically, it's easily accessible. It's there, and it's kind of safe. So I do hear it. I would be lying if I said I didn't have money just sitting in a bank account. Of course, you still have something. But yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, you have 10k saved around that anyway. You're doing the right thing. Remember, it's not about how much you make; it's about how much you can keep. I mentioned this in another video, where it's like someone could be making 100k a month and spending 90k a month, and then someone could be making 15k a month and spending 1k a month. The person making 15k a month keeps more money than the person making 100k, only because their expenses are so high. And that's basically what it's about. It's not actually about how much money you can make, because if you're just spending it all, then the gap's not getting bigger. Mind the gap. The gap's not getting. You're not doing it right. There's people that are probably making a lot less than you, that's in the end keeping more than you. Which is ironic, but it takes you one button to press, which is to cut a few expenses, and then you should shoot up. But anyway, that is principle. But yeah, that is another thing. But you being able to save up that amount of money shows a level of discipline. It shows key skills. Because there's some people that can't. They have a spending habit, you know. They're stuck in nostalgia. They've always wanted designer, and they got shiny syndrome thing. They always wanted a diamond, and you know they got just as soon as they will save up. I couldn't even fathom someone like wanting a watch basically, and it's 12K, and they save up to 14K and just spend the 12. Like I can't even fathom that. Although the money's still practically there because it's in a watch, I still can't fathom that. Like I just you that. And don't try and come to me saying some type of investment like you're gonna make a lot of money off it, bro. Bro. Come on, bro. That's just be real right now. Watches right now are not the best investment at all. Like, yeah, you can probably keep a bit of cash there, but brother, don't try and use the investment card on me because that is not working from first-hand knowledge, innit? But yeah, you did unlock some discipline, man. In order for you to make some money and keep some money and do that consistently to get to that point as well with living your life, you have discipline, you know, and that's the key skill. That's what takes you from A to B. That's what takes you, you know, from the bottom of the mountain to the top and back down. So you're good. You're good practically. But hey, this is just a quick brief video. You have 10K saved. Watch this video, you know. I hope I nailed a few points. I wrote a few more. But I think the main, I didn't want to ramble on and holy yap you lot in the comments too much, so I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, you lot make sure you like, subscribe. A lot of you lot have been enjoying these videos as well, so I'm gonna keep pumping them out for you lot as much as possible. But yeah, you lot make sure you check the link in the description if you want to join the vote. I also have a free Telegram there, so make sure you lot get in the free telly. I drop just stuff like this, but it's just a bit more closer, more connected. And yeah, check my Instagram, DM me if you need anything, and I'm out. Hope you enjoyed this one, man. Well done if you're saving. You know, you're being smart with your money. You're not just following the crowd, man. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta be a wolf in sheep's clothing, man. Just blend in. But you know up there what's really going on. But yeah, I'm out. I'll see you soon.